Welcome back to our journey through the gateway to wisdom. In Proverbs chapter 4, the tone becomes even more personal as King Solomon recounts the lessons he learned at the feet of his own father David and his mother Bathsheba. This chapter is a passionate plea to protect the inner spring of our lives and to stay focused on the path of righteousness in a world full of distractions. Listen, my sons, to a father's instruction. Pay attention and gain understanding. When I was a young boy at my father's knee, he taught me, lay hold of my words with all your heart. Get wisdom. Get understanding. Proverbs chapter 4, verses 1 to 5. Solomon connects 3 generations, showing that wisdom is not just information, but a precious family inheritance to be cherished and embraced like a loved one. Wisdom is placed as the supreme priority in life, even if it costs everything you have. In the biblical era, wisdom was passed down through oral tradition in small villages where the home was the primary school. Today, we often view inheritance only in financial terms, but Proverbs chapter 4 challenges us to see character and spiritual insight as the most valuable legacy we can leave for the next generation. Listen, my son, accept what I say, and the years of your life will be many. Hold on to instruction, do not let it go. Guard it well, for it is your life. Proverbs chapter 4, verse 10 and verse 13. The father uses the metaphor of a path, or derrick, to describe the course of a person's life. Holding on to instruction is presented as a survival skill. It provides a smooth walk and prevents the traveler from stumbling. Ancient travelers relied on clearly marked paths to avoid physical danger. In our modern era of subjective truth, where many feel lost in a whirlwind of conflicting ideologies, Proverbs chapter 13 verse 14 reminds us that divine instruction acts as a fountain of life that steers us away from the snares of modern despair. Do not set foot on the path of the wicked. The path of the righteous is like the morning sun, shining ever brighter till the full light of day. But the way of the wicked is like deep darkness. They do not know what makes them stumble. Proverbs chapter 4 verse 14 and verses 18 to 19. This section creates a powerful visual contrast between 2 ways of living. The righteous experience a life of increasing clarity and bright honesty, while the wicked dwell in a state of reality rejection and confusion. We live in a world where hustle culture often celebrates those who run quickly to evil to achieve success. Proverbs chapter 4 verses 18 to 19 argues that such success is illusory because it is built in the dark, leading to inevitable, unforeseen stumbles. My son, pay attention to what I say. Guard your heart with all diligence, for everything you do flows from it. Proverbs chapter 4 verse 20 and verse 23. Verse 23 is the sentinel of the book. The heart in Hebrew, liab, represents the center of a person's intellect, emotions, and moral will. A neglected heart becomes full of spiritual dams that block the free-flowing springs of a healthy life. Modern culture focuses heavily on physical health and external self-care. Proverbs chapter 4 verse 23 shifts the focus to internal transformation, teaching us that spiritual health is the wellspring that determines the quality of our physical and emotional existence. Keep your mouth free of perversity. Keep corrupt talk far from your lips. Let your eyes look straight ahead. Give careful thought to the paths for your feet, and be steadfast in all your ways. Proverbs chapter 4 verses 24 to 26. Wisdom must manifest physically in our sensory organs. We are instructed to walk straight ahead without deviating to the side, which requires an inner sense of straightness. In an age of digital distraction and constant social media noise, these verses are a call to radical focus. Just as an ancient traveler had to watch their step, we must filter what we speak and look at to ensure we don't wander into modern, crooked ways. Proverbs chapter 4 reminds us that wisdom is a treasure worth protecting with our whole being, our hearts, our eyes, our speech, and our feet. As you walk through your world today, ask yourself, is your path getting brighter? Join us next time as we continue exploring the gateway to wisdom.